Tank, real talk. Will Calvin be with you on this fight? Come on, you Tank. Huh? Will Calvin be with you on this fight?
I don't know. We gotta see.
I'm coming with everything I got. And if you ain't on your A game, if you ain't focused,
trying to hear that
if you
let me explain something to you. Tell you, Tank don't look at me as coach, he look at me as dad. Do it look like his son supposed to be taking your dad? I don't even feel right. Y'all hear this sound? Oh, Tank don't pay his coach.
It's the wrestling fight, you know what I'm saying? Because Roach always, he come to fight. And I think it's a great fight. Everybody talking all that stuff about, oh, why Roach? Because he signed and took the fight, you know what I'm saying? And it's good for the community.
Hey Talvin, Calvin be with you on this fight. Calvin be with you on this fight. I don't know, we got see right. Tank recently found himself in a complicated situation regarding his next fight. The showdown between him and WBA super featherweight champion Lamont Roach had already been delayed once, and things seem to be taking an unexpected turn once again. I ain't going to lie, I'm coming with everything I got, and if you ain't on your game, if you ain't trying to that, if you ain't at all. Started when Davis took to Instagram with a bombshell statement. The fight is if King cancelled. Fans of the fighter in the boxing community were stunned by the news, especially when it seemed to come out of nowhere, but turns out this was not the end, as a chain reaction has led Tank to leave Calvin Ford behind. Let me explain something to you. Tell Tank, don't look at me as coach, you look at me as dad. Do it look like his son supposed to be taking your dad? I don't even feel right. Y'all hear this? Time. Oh, Tank, don't pass coach. The fight, which was initially scheduled for December 14th at the Toyota Center in Houston, Texas, had already been postponed. At first the delay was attributed to scheduling issues. Now, with the date pushed back to March 1st in Brooklyn, New York, it seemed that the event was on track to take place as planned, but Davis's social media post threw a wrench in everything. While the champion's announcement suggested that the fight was off, it left many questions unanswered. One major concern was that Lamont Roach, Davis's opponent, had no idea the fight was called off. In fact, Roach was still preparing for the fight, sharing videos of himself training and sparring with welterweight boxer Mel Fox. It's the resting fight, you know what I'm saying, because Roach always he come to fight, and I think it's a great fight. Everybody talking all that stuff about, oh, why Roach? Cause he signed and took the fight, you what I'm saying. And it's good for the community. Roach's response on social media was both calm and assertive. In his own Instagram story, he responded to Davis's cancellation news by saying, the fight keep asking me for. He seemed perplexed by the situation, emphasizing that he had not received any confirmation about the fight being cancelled. Roach added, he said that "S not me, I'm locked in, ain't changed." He went on to reaffirm that the fight was still set for March 1st, tagging the event with T and then new, showing his confidence and determination to continue training for what he still believed was an upcoming fight. T says that he's going to retire at the end of next year. Do you think he has one foot out the door? Yeah, for sure. I think that was a mistake for him to say that, especially in front of me, so you know I'm going just take advantage of him and show him why he shouldn't have said that, or why he shouldn't be contemplating that. It was a confusing time for fans and commentators alike. If there was any clarity to be found, it didn't come from the promoters, PBC. They hadn't released an official statement addressing Davis's cancellation claim or offering any clarification. Meanwhile, tickets for the Brooklyn event were still on sale, suggesting that the fight might still be going ahead as scheduled. Fans were left to wonder what was really happening behind the scenes, but the most shocking twist came when Davis made another headline-grabbing move. The young champion, known for his fierce fighting spirit and charismatic persona, seemed to be distancing himself from something even bigger than the cancelled fight. He wasn't just calling off the match. Davis appeared to be parting ways with the person who had been by his side for much of his boxing journey, his longtime trainer Calvin Ford. What's your best Tank story? My best Tank story? Oh, when we used to go on the nationals, he used to get in their room and pull water. He still do that. 2p water. On this announcement of Davis's split from Ford came as another surprising revelation. Ford had been a father figure to Davis and had helped shape the box into the powerhouse he had become, but now with Davis announcing the end of their partnership, the air was thick with speculation. What had led to this decision? Why was Davis choosing to go in a new direction, especially with a major fight around the corner? The world of boxing often sees trainers and fighters part ways, but the timing of this breakup raised more questions than answers. Ford, who had guided Davis since his early days in the sport, was known For his deep connection to his fighter, he had been with Davis through all the ups and downs from the first stages of his professional career to his rise as a champion. The two had built a strong bond, but now that relationship seemed to be unraveling. You know Calvin, he been with me since I was 7. I used to sleep in Coach Calvin house. I used to sleep at his job when he was working at a seafood restaurant in Baltimore when I had to train Tank. When I didn't want to get in trouble and I wanted to make sure we was together, I used to take him to work with me and hit you all. Everybody know him at work. In the midst of all the chaos, Ford finally broke his silence on the matter. He didn't delve into the specifics of why the split occurred, but he did offer a cryptic message on social media that hinted at a deeper personal struggle. People often fail to comprehend my suffering, my convictions, and my emotions regarding various matters. However, I possess that understanding. Ford wrote, it is in fact a profound gift from my Lord, motivating me to persist and to strive toward becoming the best version of myself within my circle, insinuating that you are not being paid or you are not being paid properly by Tank. Is he just trying to stir the pot to get the fight between Devin and Tank, or is there something there? Let's look at this. How long I've been with Tank? All my life, as long as I know, all his life. It's not about the money. Ford's message seemed to suggest that there was more to the situation than met the eye. While Davis's decision to move forward without him may have left Ford feeling misunderstood, it was clear that he was choosing to focus on his personal growth and strength. His cryptic words gave a sense of resilience, as though he was ready to embrace whatever challenges lay ahead, even if that meant moving on from his former pupil. For Davis, the timing of his split from Ford was particularly intriguing. He had already announced plans to retire from boxing by the end of 2012, citing a need for privacy and personal challenges outside of the sport. If his relationship with Ford had reached its breaking point now, it could have been a reflection of the pressure Davis was feeling as he neared the end of his career. The decision to leave Ford, the man who had been there from the start, suggested that Davis was seeking a new path, one that perhaps reflected his desire for change, growth, or independence. As he moved closer to retirement, that really crazy who told you to put this on? The nature of Davis and Ford split also raised questions about their future paths. Was it a professional difference of opinion, or was there a deeper personal rift? Could Ford's cryptic message be a sign of unresolved issues that had been building for some time? With Davis leaving Ford behind, it was unclear how their careers might evolve separately. Tank has always been known for his fierce fighting style and captivating personality inside the ring, but it's his recent changes, both in his physical appearance and his attitude toward the spotlight, that have left fans scratching their heads. The WBA lightweight champion has always kept fans on their toes, whether it's his explosive knockouts or his unpredictable social media posts. Now, with his unexpected career plans and a completely new look, Davis has given boxing fans more to talk about than ever. What does he mean to you when you hear that name? What does he mean when you first hear that father, and then he's one of the guys a lot of this, like this whole family together, him with Kenny, but for sure like them too, they held the whole camp together. It's not uncommon for athletes to change their appearance, especially when they are outside the training camp grind. Many have switched up their look, sometimes for fun, sometimes as a statement, whether it's shaving their heads, growing beards, or experimenting with different hair colors. It's a way to stay relevant in the public eye. However, Davis's latest transformation has caused quite the stir. The Baltimore-born fighter has ditched his signature cornrow for long flowing locks. The change is dramatic to say the least, and when a recent picture surfaced of him lounging on the sofa showing off his new hairstyle tied up in a ponytail, it instantly went viral. Fans flooded social media with reactions, and some were downright shocked. One fan even commented, "Hard AF, it's giving samurai vibes." Another couldn't help but draw comparisons to Hollywood icon Johnny Depp, saying, "Bro, giving Johnny Depp vibes, Jack Sparrow." A few more fans even expressed disbelief, wondering if the new image was really Tank, with one asking, "Is that really Tank?" Others had a more humorous take, likening him to the famous chef and internet sensation Salt Bae. But while Davis's new look certainly got the internet talking, it wasn't all positive attention. Fans who've been following the champion's journey for years are confused about the sudden physical change. Davis had always worn his cornrow with pride, and the new style was a stark departure from the persona many had come to know. Some of the reactions hinted at the fact that Davis was making a statement with his appearance, but what that statement remained unclear. It wasn't just his hair that had people questioning his future. Davis's recent comments about his career have added fuel to the fire. Just late last year, the world champion revealed to his fans that he planned to retire by 2025.